Good morning, good morning. I love to go, but I really love getting home too. The hotel bed was so comfortable, cozy, clean. It smelled like bleach. The sheets were crisp. But last night, my first night sleeping in my old bed at home, oh man, I slept so good last night. This morning I'm drinking I brewed some coffee, and then I found these little pre-made coffees. It's community coffee, which my Louisiana friends tell me that it is super popular down there and it's really, really good. And I noticed on the side of the bottle that it was distributed in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I bought some and I use it as creamer my coffee. It only has 135 milligrams of caffeine. I know that might be enough caffeine for a average non-tired person, but this body consumes a little bit more than that on a daily basis. So I use that, which it tastes really good. It's got spices in it. It's really good, but I mixed it with my my regular stuff. Delicious. I agree. Community coffee. 2 thumbs up. So what I do yesterday was my last day in LA County, and I drove around to a few different neighborhoods, a few different towns. Brandon had training for the majority of the day, and he had a lunch break from 12 to 1. So I couldn't go too far. So when I got to his training facility, I put in my Google Maps, I put in my favorite things. I put in coffee, found a neat little coffee house. I put in thrifting. Ooh, there was a bunch of places. I didn't even get to go to all the places that I dropped pins on. I might have to go back really very soon. Put in coffee, thrifting. Oh, yarn, of course. And I couldn't find any yarn shops right along there that were legitimate brick and mortar yarn shops, but that's okay, that's okay. Do more research for next time. And I came up with a bunch of stuff to do that was really, really close until noon. And then I broke up. There was a thrift store called Treasures and Junk. I know, right? I gotta go in there. It was an antique mall. So it was a huge, huge indoor-outdoor warehouse situation where everyone had the consignment booths. Jumping ahead of myself. I have to go back to that place. I did not get to spend enough time. But after lunch, I drove the distance. So the first place that I went to was AL Allegiance. It's a supportive group for some sort of hardship, but can't quite remember. What did I find there? I found an Avon sewing kit for Lily. It's a little mouse, and it has the pattern in it. So she's been trying to download sewing patterns. My girls both have sewing machines. She was trying to download patterns and then cut it. She was trying to download it out of copy paper, and it throws off the perspective. And when you hit size to paper, she's having difficulties with it. But this cute little Avon kit, I don't know, looked like 70s, 80s. It was just a cute little basic mouse, nice simple stitches for her to do. And it came with all the fabric and material that you needed. It was felt. It was also broadcloth cotton. Even had some thread in there that we gave it a tug test. She should just use regular cotton. But the pattern was valuable because it was a little mouse. She could change it into so many different little animals or mythical creatures, or, you know, Lily's imagination can go wild with it. So I got that. It was only $2. And then, where did I go after that? Got coffee, went to AL Thrift, picked up Brandon, and then we went to a little, so while I was driving there, I saw a little sub sandwich shop. It was called Stackz, and it was subz, salads, and brewz, we didn't have any beer because he had to go back, but it looked like an amazing, like, sports bar, TVs all over the place. There were a couple police officers in there having their lunch, so definitely an approved place, right? Delicious sandwiches, dropped him back off, and then I went all the way out to Uptown. Hold on. Uptown. And I went to a candy shop. Went to a candy shop because I was trying to, like, the 3 days I was there, I was looking for something that Ryan would like a little souvenir for him. But I couldn't really find anything that fits him. He's not really like an object, buy it, look at it, set it somewhere. I mean, like, he's a gamer kid, so I wasn't gonna go buy V-Bucks on a card and bring it home to him. Gamer snacks, right? So I found gamer snacks. 3 bags of Carolina Reaper popcorn. He was into the spicy stuff. He was asking me what was the Scoville units on here, how they rank the hotness, but there's a warning. Caution, extremely hot. May cause respiratory irritation when popping. Pop in well-ventilated area. We might have to take our microwave outside on the back porch to make popcorn. He was excited. And then I found some Viper Blast Sour Cherry. A little squirt, celebrate a victory. Pop Rocks. Do you like Pop Rocks? I like Pop Rocks, but once I get them popping in my mouth, I don't really like them very much. But I think he will. This one's actually got like a little dipping stick in it. Pop Rocks. That's sour apple. And then I found these. I faintly remember trying these before, but it's a straw, a strawberry straw, filled with like little candies, and you pour yourself a glass of milk and then you drink with the straw and it turns your milk strawberry. I thought he would like that. And then my kids wear Crocs. I wear Crocs too, quite a bit. And so Ryan's first time going to Disneyland, he was like 1 or 2. We went to Build-A-Bear and he got a Chase, a Paw Patrol Chase. And he's had Chase. He sleeps with Chase every single night. He's had Chase. Well, he's 10 years old now. So Chase is pretty rugged. But I found a little croc. I call them Croc Pops. I don't think that's what they're called. I think they're called like giblets. Little shoe decorations. The little foamy shoes have holes in the toes of them, and you can pop these in there and personalize them. No, I'm a little Spider-Man from the metaverse. I think I have mine. Mine are pretty decorative. Oh, yeah, here they are. All right, ready? I made the gummy bears. I found some little flat-backed gummy bears, and I have a Starbucks candy, an ice cream, a candy corn, a Cookie Monster, of course. I love that guy. A little watermelon. Yeah, they're fun. Let me shove that back under my chair. And then, so I went to the candy store. Oh, there was a store called Antique Alley. And it was like an antique mall with booths. I found a copper fish, and this is an early year because it's the deep, deep, rich coppery color. $3. $3. So I thought my thrifting luck was holding me off because I have a few of these. I'm going to expand onto the other wall on the top of the wall. But I thought my good thrifting luck was holding out on me because I still have those other ones to hang from the last trip. But I didn't hang them because I like filling in the space with the bigger and the smaller. So I think I'm going to hang them on the wall, but I'm going to space them out quite a bit so that I can fill it in a little bit better. I love these copper Jello molds, but I only collect from the sea. I only collect the fish, the shrimp, the crabs, the lobsters, because my men are fishermen. So that's that. Found that. I had a great afternoon. I really did. I had a wonderful time. Just driving around. The Google Maps was taking me through all different neighborhoods of all different kinds. Interesting factories through there. I drove on my way back to Brandon's training. I drove so there's a front side of the public airport of Ontario Airport where business people are coming in, traveling, doing all their fun things and adventuring. It took me on a frontage road in the back of the airport that was for like freight. And I've never seen so many Amazon trucks. Oh man, that was incredible. I live by an Amazon depot. It's like the biggest one for the Bay Area, and we ship from there. And so I've seen fleets of Amazon trucks. It was as far as the eye can see, Amazon trucks. And way up close to the fence was a Prime airplane. Amazon Prime. I took a picture. I'll attach it at the end to show it to you. I had a great time. There was a lot of fields between factories that were like just rough open dirt. It doesn't look like anything was ever built there. And there's a huge array of cactuses, different kinds, like gardeny cactus types that, well, that you would see someone here trying to landscape a front yard with all this variety and brightly colored and blooms on them and everything, because it's spring. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was very, very tempted to pull over the car and figure out, like, I don't know, I was thinking all kinds of ideas, figure out how to get those cactuses in my car so I could bring them home and landscape my desert dry yard. I didn't. But I think if I get to go with him for training again, which he always has, training always comes up for him. I was thinking maybe I could take a couple thick trash bags, or I was even thinking like cardboard box. A cardboard box would be even better because it could get air. If I put it in the trash bag, I got to roll it down so it doesn't get hot. But if I just put them in a huge cardboard box, I need some thick gloves. I need like a little saw so I can get some of the big pieces off of it. It wasn't a landscaped city thing. It was just abandoned lots out there, just naturally just growing. And if I could just have a couple samples, foraging for landscape material. Had fun driving around. So yesterday in the car was a long drive home. I think everyone was trying to get out of there and drive home. I finished my top. Well, finished the bulk of my top. I want to single crochet all the way around, but I have the front. I put these two side panels on here. There's one and there's one on the other side. So I duplicated the instructions for the ribbing. I did a whole lot of mathing because I wanted both sides to be the same. So I figured out how many inches I needed. I needed 6 on each side, 6 more inches. I figured out that the ribbing took up 1.5 inches. I wanted it 8 inches tall. I figured out, I worked a couple of rows in the double crochet, exactly duplicating the front and the back. I figured I wanted 3 decrease rounds, take me down 6 decreases towards the armpit area to bring it in just a little bit. Here is the back. It's very, very open. It only overlaps 4 little tiny stitches. So that's the back of it. It's just a summer vest to maybe put over something strapless, or a very, very basic dress. Like I have a tube top maxi dress that's a very light cotton, and I absolutely love it, but it leaves everything exposed and it's kind of tight. So I'm gonna throw this over the top, jazz it up, put a nice little necklace with it. So I got my 2 side panels on there. Oh, that's a good way to show you. See how I wedged this is the bottom hem, and I wedged it a little. So I'm single crocheting. Did I already do this side? I did this side. I'm single crocheting all the way around the armholes. I did one. Wanted to wait because the sun was going down and I wasn't sure exactly if I should. It's a very large armpit hole. I guess I got a large armpit because it seems like it'll be just fine. In these side double crochets, I was putting 2 single crochets. And then in the top of these double crochets, I was just putting the 1. And I was pausing because I don't know if I want to decrease where the front meets the armpit and the back meets the armpit in that little awkward space. Sometimes I like doing a little decrease just to cinch it just a tiny bit. I wasn't sure how much that would affect a proper fit. So I did one side, it started getting dark. My eyes started to get a little tired. I'd been working on it for quite a few hours at that point. But it is done. So I'm gonna go ahead and single crochet around the back and the front neck. And then I'm gonna put it on and then I will make sure that I show you. Probably won't be today. Where else did I go? Went to Junk. Oh, Treasures in Junk. I mentioned it. I went there. Oh, it's enormous. That's like a whole day of adventuring in there. I spent, I don't know, half an hour, and then it was time to come back with the traffic being so unpredictable. I didn't want to mess around too long. And when Brandon's class lets out, usually lets out somewhere between 3 and 4. So I wanted to be in the parking lot looking at all my treasures before that happened. In Uptown, I went to a little shop called Old Magnolia, Sweet Magnolia. It was a cute little boutique shop. And they had vintage postcards. And I was thinking, I have that stamped lithograph that I bought. I think I showed it to you. Did I show it to you? A couple weeks ago, I found it at a thrift store in Stockton, California. And I want to hang it up, but I don't have anywhere screaming at me to hang it up. So I haven't hung it up yet. But I was thinking these would be so cute in wooden, round, oval picture frames. So I want to put these in the little picture frames and that'll kind of go in the same general area of the house. In the works. That's all I've been messing around with, really. Slept in today, got some coffee. Excited to be home. I think I'm going to do something nice and easy. For dinner, I pulled out some ground beef and it's defrosting. And then I have some sausage, Italian sausage and ground beef. So I was thinking pasta. Kids get tired of it, but I really like it. When I put rosemary in it and oregano and I get the basil, fresh basil going. House smells good. I like it. And then we have some sourdough bread from the Oakley Bakery. I can run over there and grab a loaf. Nice and easy, and I get to stay home so I can finish my top. Have a very relaxed day. Brennan had to get up early and go to work. Thank you. So I think that's about it. It's beautiful here. I hope it's beautiful where you are. I hope you're having a great day. It is Thursday. Oh my goodness, this week went by so fast because I was out and about and doing stuff. Well, thank you for visiting with me. I hope to see you again very, very soon. Come back anytime. I've got quite a few videos and visits all lined up in that video list. Take care. Bye-bye.